welcome back to another JumbyJUmbwa video. Today, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons to modding your first Game Boy Advance SP. You ready? Now let's go! In one hand, we have an original silver GBA SP, and in the other, we have a modded GBA SP, with just the basics. You know, a new screen, shell, and battery. To start things off, let's first take a look at my original Game Boy Advance SP. So of course, the major con to modding your GBA SP lies in what you are giving up, nostalgia. Just look at it. This console is a time capsule. The Nintendo logo, the feel of the shell, and more importantly, all of the memories. Did you play it on road trips like me? Did you play it well into the night? Something you run the risk of losing are the wonderful ASMR sounds of the SP. Just listen. Ah, bikini bottom. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. That's a good one. And how can we forget this wonderful sound? It's so good. Anyways, another nostalgic piece of the Game Boy you might miss is the screen. Check out this footage of me playing one of my favorite games, Fire Emblem. Even though the screen isn't bright by modern standards, it's plenty bright to play during the day and night. Most importantly, the washed out look gives it that nostalgic feel. It kind of feels like reading a physical book versus reading on a phone. You get the picture. Yo, what's up guys? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing already. And if you haven't, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope to earn your sub by the end. Now let's take a look at my newly modded GBA SP. This is the Game Boy that you've seen me mod over my last couple videos. Right off the bat, you can see that it's so much prettier to look at. That extreme rate shell has no scratches. It looks and feels clean in your hands. And on top of that, the plastic feels softer and more comfortable, similar to the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. But what about the buttons? Isn't that like one of the great things about the Game Boy Advance SP? Don't worry, the buttons still feel satisfying to press, but they are a little quieter, which is a huge plus for my wife. So if you decide to mod your Game Boy Advance SP with an extreme rate shell, be ready to say goodbye to that wonderful SP folding snap. Instead, the SP now takes a more gentle approach and folds slowly. And by slow, we mean slow. Which, wait a minute. Look at that. Wait, I kind of like that too. I kind of like that. Although, for sure, it took way too long. We can all agree that it took way too long to close. Yeah, what do you guys think? See, it depends what you want, right? It depends what you want. And maybe another shell might have a similar result to the original. And now for one of my favorite features. The new hinge. It has two comfortable play positions. However, I prefer the second position as it's closer to the feel of a true Game Boy Color, which was my first Game Boy. I always wished the original SP opened just a bit more to achieve that true Game Boy feel. Here, let's take a quick look at the difference between both Game Boys. You can see how the original Game Boy doesn't want to stay locked in that vertical sweet spot like the modded Game Boy. Moving on, let's check out what I call the most important mod if you decide to mod your Game Boy, the new IPS screen. To show it off, I of course am playing Pokemon Fire Red! Ooh, look how much brighter and more vibrant this screen is. Growlithe looks amazing. Look at that fire. Get wrecked, Oddish. Yes. I love this new screen. It kind of makes you feel like you're playing the game for the first time. All over again. Which is amazing. Isn't that what everyone wants? To play the game like you did for the first time? I have 2 Game Boys, one modded and one unmodded. And ultimately, if you can do the same, I recommend it. But say you only have one. Bikini Bottom. I wouldn't mod my Game Boy Advance SP, this silver one, if it was the only one I had. It is my childhood memento. So if yours is as well, in good conscience, I wouldn't say mod that one. But if you did order one off Amazon, then I would consider modding it because you saw the screen, you saw the new shell. Honestly, I play more on that one now. I'm being real, I do play more on the modded one. But I just would have probably felt so sad if I had to mod my original. At the end of the day, whatever you do, it's your decision and you shouldn't feel bad about it. We love all types of consoles here, old, new, modded, original. Also, if you have any other helpful advice or suggestions for people thinking about modding their Game Boy, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great week. JumbyJUmbwa out! Whoa, hold up. Guys, wait a minute, I forgot. What are we gonna do with these?